Welcome to our Just Us Friends videos. And Just Us Friends is on the web as justusfriends.org. We also offer Dharma Friends, a newsletter that goes primarily out to people in prison. And all of our projects are under the umbrella of our nonprofit called Compassion Works for All. Compassion is an amazing capacity that we all have as human beings. It's a natural part of our highest self, our wisdom self, our true heart. And compassion can bring enormous benefit to ourselves and to others. And we think often of our practice of compassion because very, very few, maybe some of the great saints and great teachers, have been able to actually fully live compassion in a totally effortless way. But most of us have to make compassion our practice. And so when we say that we practice kindness or we practice compassion, that means we truly have to practice every day. And for all of us, there are those events that arise where the last thing we want to do is to be kind or compassionate to another. And so we have to find our balance, our clarity, our equanimity, and say or do those things that we know at the very least will not cause harm, and as much as we can that will be of benefit to another. Where do we get this capacity? Most of us have to spend some part of our day, and as much as possible, in meditation. One of the things that meditation teaches us is that state of balance and equanimity and peacefulness, because none of us sit down to do our meditation every day and immediately access those more subtle and balanced states. A lot of times our minds are racing and we're thinking of all the things that we should say or do, and we have to be aware of our breath, be mindful of all that is going on within us and around us, so that little by little we quiet that racing mind and all of its dialogue. We let go of the stress, we let go of distress, and we focus on those qualities within us that bring benefit, first of all, to ourselves. It's very hard, in fact impossible, to be kind and loving and compassionate towards others if we can't first offer those qualities to ourselves. We have to learn how to love ourselves before we can love others. The amazing thing about compassion, the amazing thing about finding these qualities of balance and open-hearted acceptance and awareness of all that unfolds in our life is that as we live those qualities and as we can open to loving and accepting others where they are, a very natural and effortless healing happens. It happens towards ourselves, and little by little we grow into an ever greater acceptance of who we are And in that process, little by little, we evolve and become the greatest self that we can be. The pieces that cause harm and suffering, the ego self, not that the ego is bad in any way, because ego is what has allowed us to survive in the world and accomplish the wonderful things that we accomplish. And ego, too, starts us on a path to recognizing and learning all that we are. But little by little, ego falls away as our heart naturally opens. And this heart that is within all of us opens to loving others and wanting others to be free from suffering. It's a little bit like a flower blossoming, and at first there's the little shell, the seed shell that's around the flower that cocoons it. And then as the flower blossoms, that little outer layer falls away, disappears. And then the flower is the true expression of the seed. But we too are that true and highest expression of ourself. Compassion, when we are with another, gives them an opportunity to see their true self and to know and love themselves even more deeply. To simply be in the presence of somebody who cares and accepts us opens that pathway to our own capacity to see and know and rest in our highest and true expression. So, compassion is like a little drop in the water, and it ripples out. And to the degree we offer compassion to ourselves, those ripples spread and give compassion to others. And to the degree that those others then touch and awaken to all that they are, they then can give this to those that are in their life. There's a prayer that I love in Buddhism that asks that may all who hear my name, may all who see me, may all who know me, may they all awaken to great peace and joy and their highest healing. So in this very effortless way of living a prayer, we bring benefit to all that are in our lives, but even all those strangers that we will never set eyes on, but who hear our name. So it may be that the practice of compassion appeals to you, to know that it will bring you healing. It will bring to you a peacefulness and a clarity and an equanimity, and it will take you on your path to your highest becoming. But at the same time, in every way, it will also benefit those who are with you, your children, your partners, your family, those that you work with. You will become a vehicle for all of them to find healing and balance and equanimity as well. So join us as we all try to live compassion, because we really truly believe, and all of those prisoners that work with us in our Dharma Friends program are finding healing, and they too believe, and join us in our one family of practicing and living compassion as much as we can. So we send compassion to you, and we feel and we know your true highest self, and we send you blessings and love and support.